Welcome to the weekly watch of July 29th, 2013. I'm your host, Darkly10000, and with me, as always, is Truman.
Right here.
And Nathan.
Hello.
There's a 1 second, whatever. And so, this week we watched, Ungo.
And I wish I could unwatch it. Haha, see, that was clever. See what I did there?
No, that was terrible.
Well, screw you, alright?
That was a terrible joke. I wish I could unhear that. But, so, what was Ungo?
Okay. Nate, you explain it, because I'll just start ranting.
Okay, it's supposed to be like a detective supernatural show where this guy, he's...
Set in post-apocalyptic Japan.
Oh yeah, it's set in post...
Well, it's more like post-apocalyptic Japan after they recovered from apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's like post-apocalyptic Japan.
Post-apocalyptic.
Okay, no, it's a post-war Japan.
Okay, alright, accept.
Post-war, and it was like a terrorist civil war type of thing going. And so they're rebuilding and whatnot, and the main character is kind of like figuring out all these little things, but he's also trying to figure out what happened to like who people are that are profiting from the war.
Wait, he's trying to do that? I never got that.
Well, like he was trying to like beat that one guy.
It's just that one guy who's a dick. There's this one like super businessman, but he wasn't like trying to get this group of people the whole time.
He wasn't trying to like discover who they were, but he was trying to like uncover shit and get the truth out of them.
But that was all to feed the little demon boy chick.
Demon boy chick. Oh God.
I mean, they specifically said he when the demon boy chick was in normal form, and it was definitely a her in demon form.
I thought that was to disguise facts.
I mean, even the main character said he when Inga's the name of the thing, when it was in normal form. So I mean, I just assumed it was like gender bending every episode.
All right.
It wasn't that critical
that
of a point.
That was kind of weird, but it doesn't really matter.
There was also the lowly robot.
Yeah, there was. That part I didn't like, but I didn't really care.
And
so, what did you think about it, Truman?
Okay, so basically this dude goes around and like, there's like, oh, there's a mystery, and it's like, oh no, what'll we do? And then it's like, I know, we'll solve it with magic. And then like the person goes and just like, it's like, oh, we'll solve the mystery. Like she goes and like finds out the truth and like eats people's souls without killing them. And then they like explain it and they're like, oh, we solved the mystery. And then like the government comes and covers it up. And that's every single episode is just that happening over and over. Like, oh, here's a mystery. And then like they go around, do shit, but like nothing gets solved. And then like they're like, oh, but we found out who the person is. And then like the demon person, the demon chick eats their soul, and then the mystery solved, and then it gets covered up by the government. That's every episode.
No, that's the first half.
And like,
the second half,
just first off, it's such a cop out. Like, it's such an incredible cop out. Like, even what was the other mystery show that we watched? Dantalian. Even Dantalian was better, because at least in that one, magic was a consistent theme throughout the thing. Every mystery was involving magic, so magic wasn't that weird. This one, it's like this like future world, except boom, magic demon eats people's souls and then finds out whatever like the truth is about anything. And it's like, what? Why? Well, I don't know why. And then they get like the robot who can like hack every technology ever, no matter what. And it's just so cheap. Like, there's no actual, like, oh, look at the mystery, look how they solved it. No, it's just like, here's a mystery, and then they, like, do some shit, and then it's solved. There's no process to it. I think it's awful. There's no
The
depth to
first
it.
half was bad, but the second half was better.
When
Because
you,
the second half, he didn't have her. She like ran away, and she was under the control of being like a goddess person that could influence people.
but that was its own kind of craziness because the main villain, kind of, was the goddess who could make anything into reality, which brought a whole other layer of just like,
Okay, no, it wasn't she could make it reality, and she could influence people's perception.
okay, she could make people think anything was reality. And
You,
by making them see whatever she wanted, yeah.
but if there were things that broke that illusion, then the complete illusion went away.
So it was just that just brought it. It was like it was flying out in outer space, like just with the like how out there it was, and then it just like from outer space it like turned the boosters on and just flew away into like I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And then for some I don't understand why like that the god evil villain had control over the demon girl. Like they never really went over that. I don't think it was a little while ago, so I can't remember exactly. But I don't think they went over that ever. And it was just and then at the end there's a fight scene. There's like the fight scene between the god.
That fight scene was weird.
Just, for no reason. And never else, like never at any point before had there been a fight scene until right then. Fight scene.
Like,
and
That's why it was amazing.
like,
wait, that's why it was amazing?
And it was like it's one of those really shitty fight scenes where it's just like a whirlpool of colors and movement without you, and you can't really tell what's going on. And then it's like just this big like whirlpool of movement and colors, and then like here's the end. And yeah.
So Truman, I take you had issues with this show.
I really had issues with this show. Like I got to like episode 3, and I wanted to just rant at Nate. I wanted to rant at Nate at episode 3, and it just dropped, and it was like, oh my god, I can't believe we're watching this. But so I held it in, but then we got delayed for a while, so I had to keep holding it in, and just my god, I do not like this show.
Nathan, do you want to say something like positive? Do you have positive things?
Okay, I didn't dislike the show, but I didn't really like it either. I'm not angry like Truman. I just thought parts of it were funny and parts of it were It didn't really matter.
Jay, do you have anything in particular to say about it? You didn't really say much.
This show just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's like, I get what was going on and stuff, but it was just like in one ear and out the other. I don't have any strong opinions like you do, Truman.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all. I guess I'm pretty much spent on my little rant.
Okay, what about Truman? What did you think of who was controlling the perception goddess girl at the very end?
At the very end, it was the guard, right? Like
what?
The secret
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. Why is he the villain?
Yeah, it was like the guard because he wanted to he was like in love with the other policewoman, and he wanted to like screw over the other the detective, and
no, he wanted to make himself look like the person she was in love with.
Oh, was that what it was? Oh, that was it. Yeah, yeah. So he was like, it's like, he didn't. We went through all this shit just to like have the policewoman chick fall in love with him, and it's like, what? Like, that's an awful motivating factor.
It's like this did not make a good like mystery show because you can't guess who's going to be the villain.
Because the magic. It's just because they it's like whenever there's a problem, magic comes and solves it.
It's like, well, the magic was asking a random question that they are forced to answer.
I think, honestly, I would say even for the purposes of the show, even the lowly robots kind of like infinite hacking and data acquiring abilities would count as magic. Just
kinda,
because it's like, oh, she touches anything and everything. Like she has all the data and has like
yeah.
all the locks. I would throw that under the category of magic, just because it's unexplainable and just
I think you're calling it plot magic, basically.
it's plot magic. It's all plot magic. I mean, yeah, it's plot magic is what it is.
But I mean, this show doesn't
And-
give you like all the
Honestly,
pieces you need to solve the mystery. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It gives you like half, like a few, it like throws the pieces down on the table. It's like, hey, look it, we're putting a couple together, and then it like blacks out your eyes and be like, boom, here's the puzzle all done. And I'm like, wait, what just happened? Like, how'd you do it? Like, don't worry about that. Look at the puzzle's done, and look at the government. Like, look at how edgy we are because the government covered it up. And I'm like, what? I don't give a shit that the government covered it up. What's going on with the puzzle? Why didn't we solve the puzzle? And it's like, yo, dog, we're way past that puzzle. We're talking about like the weird demon transgender person and the lowly robot and all that shit. And yeah.
I think that was a beautiful analogy, and I applaud you for that.
What? Thank you. Also, I just went on to MAL, and like the two top ratings are give this a 7 and an 8, and I'm just wow, really an 8? Someone gave this an 8?
Well, those aren't the top ratings. Those are the best reviews.
Maybe.
The reviews
Okay.
that are considered like the most.
Truman,
helpful.
you can't trust the opinions of the mass public.
That's true. I can't trust the plebs. No. The highest. This show has a consistent rating of an 8 on MAL. Like 7 to 8 is the general consensus of this. Wow. Wow. All right. I'm done. I'm sorry.
You're just angry at the malady.
Oh, come on, no. There's one more thing. The completely like shelved like love interest between the main character and the like government
Oh
guys.
yeah. They keep trying to force it together, and it's like they're like push. They really shove like they don't know how to write a love story. Is apparently what I'm getting, but like they know they really want a love interest in this thing, so they just take these two characters and they just try to shove them against each other as hard as possible. Yell, go, do it, have sex, do something, sexual tension. And they just like try to like shove these two characters against each other as much as possible, and it doesn't work. It really didn't work.
No, of course not. Why would it work?
Because nothing else in the show did work.
You can't put plot magic in there.
Oh my god. Actually, I would have loved that. I would have loved it if like it cut out like to the end, and like when he's telling the story, and then like after like the credits, and he like tells her the story, and it just cuts to them being married, and that was the plot magic. That would have been the best. That would have been the best. That would have put the nail in the coffin of this show. If like they like after trying to shove these two characters together, they're just like, fuck it, we will shove them together, and they just like take the super glue out and then just glue on a wedding, just like one clip of a wedding scene at the very end. That would have been the icing on the cake.
Oh wow.
All right, that's I'm done. I can't. I'm done with this show now. Are we? Can we just skip to like our final grades of
No,
it?
we gotta do favorite characters.
I hated so many of the characters.
Yeah. Pick the one you hated the least.
I mean, the most interesting were the plot magic characters, the demon boy girl, and the lowly robot. But they were, I hate them on the basis that they were purely plot magic characters.
Alright, I'm gonna cut in there and say my favorite character was the robot.
Kazumori, I think that's what
Yeah, Kazumori.
Yeah.
Mainly because she takes over a small stuffed animal.
I don't, and that's why?
That's pretty much it. Robot.
Yeah. Nate, do you have something? Favorite character?
Nathan.
No. I don't know. I could go with the government guy who covers up everything.
I fucking hate him. Like, he didn't do a single thing in the entire show.
Except for go, I
Like,
already knew that, or something.
exactly. Like they all keep like hail him as like, oh, look how great he is. He literally does nothing. Like, at no point ever does he do anything like interesting. He's just like always there. Like, they just have him like, look at, here's like some kind of antagonistical character who isn't quite a bad guy, and he just is there the entire show, but does nothing.
I know. Maybe that's why I
He's at a computer and typed things.
That was it. And then he just like sat around spying, and then they gave him the credit for all the mysteries.
Yeah, I think that's why I like him. Because he's rejection and got rewarded for it.
Yeah, I'm not even. I have no favorite character. I'm not even gonna say one. None of them.
You already said it.
You have to pick one.
I'm not. I'm not going to.
Truman,
I refuse.
Truman. There are
What?
shows where we all have had to pick one.
But I just hate
Truman.
this show. I don't know. Fine, we'll go with the demon boy girl,
Inga.
Inga. I prefer calling it the demon boy girl.
He,
Because I
he
think
is-
the only real good mystery in this show is what gender is Inga.
well,
That's the only true mystery of Ungo.
I could've-
What gender is
it's
Inga
like,
really?
well, I just always went with she because just because. And when he said he, I thought he was covering up with the other people around him, and then
He said no. He
and
said he, but in
it's also
privately-
like the girl. It's the body of the girl that he liked or something, and from the war.
But
and
that's the adult
other-
version. But what about the kid
Isn't
version?
that the kid version too?
No, the adult version is the chick that did
Well,
something.
maybe
I don't
it's
know.
just her reversing an age because it's a kid, and then dresses up like a guy because flat chested and.
I mean, honestly, I don't really know. But he definitely referred to Inga as a he in boy form in private with just a lowly robot.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
I paid attention to it specifically because that was the greatest mystery of the show.
Man, that's like the mystery of Corona.
What do you mean?
Soul Eater.
I don't understand.
Corona.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. My favorite character from Soul Eater. I remember now.
Yeah. Good job.
Corona. Well, you said Corona, and I was thinking of the beer, but it's because it's Corona.
Well, I may have messed up on words.
Yes, you did. Words are not your strong point, Jay.
Good to note. So, what would you give this out of 10?
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
I hate the show. I hate it. I was gonna go 3, but then I realized I couldn't think of things that I liked about it, so I'm giving it a 2.
That's pretty low.
Like, the only reason it's not a 1 is because I didn't have to consume alcohol just to get through it. Which is what Quasar. Quasar's the only show to hold that trophy. I had to be drunk to watch it.
I watched it in 3 days without alcohol, Truman. You're a pansy.
So. You guys?
I gave it a 5 because it is the direct middle of the road. It's on that blur gray line. I didn't get angry at it, nor did I care. Oh wait, actually, if I'm thinking about it from a mystery perspective, I'd probably give it a 4. I forgot that it's supposed to be a mystery show.
It is supposed to be a mystery show.
With no mystery, I didn't get to think that I solved any of the mysteries.
But you know what is a good mystery? Well, mystery. I guess not show,
Don't
'cause I haven't
you
watched it.
dare bring it up right now.
I'm Danganronpa, dude. Play it.
Nathan,
Yeah?
what'd you give it?
What did I give it? I'm going with the 5.
The 5?
Yeah.
All right. Well. Oh crap! I didn't pick a show.
Well, Don't worry, we still have some time.
That's true.
Because now it's time to go to the... What are we calling it?
The weekly watch.
Wasn't there another name?
And now airing.
The now airing weekly watch.
It was definitely weekly watch. You had another name for it, but then we decided weekly watch was better.
God damn it. That's such a dumb name.
Well, I think Truman decided weekly.
Truman
Definitely
drilled
I
it
was the
into
one
my
who came up
head.
with weekly watch.
He drilled it into my head somehow.
Because it's funny. It's a lot better than anything else. It's catchy.
It's catchy. Oh, God. The WWW.
All right. I'm gonna come out and just be honest and say I am couple, like at least an episode behind on almost every show that we said we'd watch.
All right, so let's.
Oh, you are going to hate the new dog
Let's-
show.
Oh, I've
Let's-
thrown Enid to the flames. I already hate that show. That show is on
No,
a road to.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not saying you don't hate it. I'm just going to say the latest episode, or maybe episode 4, it was so bad.
I think the last one I saw was where they really introduced the blonde girl, which was that 4?
Oh, man.
Number 4 is when you really get to meet the sister.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that
Yeah,
one.
because
Oh, you
the
did?
5th one came out today, so you're fine.
Okay, then I guess I'm good on that.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
I guess we're starting with Inu. So what's happened these past couple weeks?
Oh god, okay.
They're after a slasher that doesn't actually hurt people and just rips up books.
Yeah, like the murder. I don't.
Not murder.
honestly,
Not murder.
Oh, I guess not murder.
He's
Wait, did I catch up with
a
this?
slasher.
Maybe I didn't. I'm honestly not sure if I caught up on this or not.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
okay. The last episode we watched, was the sister in the entire thing or just at the very end?
Probably just at the end. I think I'm not caught up.
Okay, then yeah, you haven't seen the episode I'm talking about, which is just bad. It's the worst ever.
Did you just say it's the worst yet?
Oh yes, to me it was the worst of them.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God,
Truman
that's-
might like that episode.
To me it was the worst.
But Truman might like that episode. It is his kind of
How can-
woman.
What does that even mean?
You'll have to watch it to find out.
So, it's like
Alright.
what happened in episode 3 was they started chasing the slasher and the dog gets kidnapped at the end by
Of course.
his sister.
Also, is
That's definitely what I saw. I definitely saw that.
You saw that?
in the third episode.
Yeah.
I don't think in the second episode they introduced the editor of the books.
It must have been
Isn't
in
it-
3. In 3 is when they introduced the blonde girl, like really introduced her, and then the sister was brought in at the very end.
What about the silver-haired girl? Wasn't she introduced in the third
That's
episode?
the
They-
blonde
The
girl.
masochist?
Oh,
No, the
the-
masochist.
fuck her.
No, they didn't.
The
They
book
didn't actually.
editor.
They didn't actually. Oh, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't introduce her. Yeah, they didn't introduce her.
Yeah, they introduced her, and she's supposed to go out and get information on the slasher. But,
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
oh,
She is a bag of nuts.
Yeah, the masochist editor was weird as shit.
I-
It's just like they just have like all these.
There were
like,
two
hey,
there were two places this show could have gone. All right, because they only introduced 2 characters. They introduced more characters that I might actually like and actually continue liking, might go and eventually like the show, or worse characters that I hate. Sadly, it's going for the later.
And they went for the worst character.
Ah,
It's all pretty awful.
yeah. Well, to me, it just seems like the show doesn't have characters. It has like character types and stereotypes, and that's it.
Like none of the characters that have been introduced, and it's already quite a few, are like fleshed out in any way. They're just like introduced. Here's their archetype. Now they're gonna go now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they don't have characters.
Yeah.
They have character types.
Yeah.
They have these archetypes that fill the role, and that's it.
That's exactly what they're doing, and it's awful. It's really just bad.
and we're still watching it.
Yep.
We're forced to watch it because of you.
Because of me? It's because of you,
Because of
Nathan!
No, okay,
you're
I
the
picked it,
picker.
but I said you could drop
You
it.
terrible
You should
picker.
drop it.
We can't drop it, but you picked it. You have to just take it, Nate. Take it on the chin.
You're gonna have to
Because
deal
you
with
did
this blame.
No, I'll take the blame for picking it, but not for keep watching it. I said immediately after watching it that we should drop it. Immediately.
We can't
And
drop
picked
it.
something
Nathan,
else.
We have
there is
journalistic
no way.
integrity.
There is no way we
Nate,
can
we have-
do it.
Journalistic integrity. This is supposed to be the weekly watch, right? We do it once a month now.
Well, that's because we keep running into problems, mainly on my end, because I live in a very shitty school.
Let's move on to something more light and fun.
Uchoten, I got up to 3. I haven't watched 4 yet.
I haven't either. So,
So 3, I really liked episode 3. I thought it was really good.
I liked...
Which is,
It's like, on episode 1, I was, iffy about it, but episode 2 sold me on it.
it really did. I thought with 2 and then even 3 even more. 3 was the one where they really have, like, it was basically about the family, right? Like the Tanuki family.
No, 3 was the one where they were trying to get the flying tea house. The flying tea house.
Yeah.
From the human.
Flying- Shit, have I not watched 3?
You are bad.
See,
Wait, was 2 the one that was about the family
Yes.
then? Oh, I think I only watched
Or it's like
2.
you met the mother, who's also the prince in disguise.
Yeah.
And it's like all the family.
Yeah.
The family is awesome.
The family was awesome. It definitely, like, with 2, I guess I've only seen up to 2. Sorry, my bad. With 2, I was sold. I really like the show. I think they're doing a really good, like, they're doing really well with it. Like, there's not really much going on, but it's, I don't know, whatever they're doing, I can't even describe what it is they're doing exactly. It's like a slice of life, but different. Like, I don't know, it's really good, whatever it is they are doing. Like, I'm really enjoying it.
okay. See, in the fourth episode, they actually do something.
I haven't seen the 4th one.
And now, okay, now I saw it. I watched it yesterday, and that was my favorite one. The first 3 are like to me. It didn't really get to me like it got to you guys. So the 4th one I like. So I'm more invested in the show now that I've seen it. But the first 3 I didn't really care about.
Oh man, Nathan,
So,
you're building up the
I
hype.
guess I'm kind of worried. Because, like, remember how I stopped liking Medaka after it became a battle anime, I guess. Like, I really liked that kind of weird slice of lifey thing.
It's like the part that like I really liked in the second one was the brother, who's now a frog. Because
That
I'm
was-
just like, oh my god, I slightly know this from Tohu trivia. Because now for random Tohu trivia facts, Mamizawa, who's the Tanuki that came from the outside world in it,
Yeah.
she basically says that there are tons of Tanukis out there, but they all forgot their Tanukis. Because they stayed disguised as humans for too long and forget everything about themselves.
Huh.
Which is one of the reasons she came over, and also to help in the war.
I did not know that.
And now you know.
Alright. So, I gotta catch up on the latest 2 episodes, but I'm really liking Uchitin. That's up there and the shows I'm enjoying most this season.
Yeah, definitely.
So the one show I am fully caught up on is Servant X Service, which is my favorite show this season.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's I'm guessing I'm pretty sure it's made by the same people who did Working, mainly. Other than the fact that it feels exactly like Working, the fact that in the last episode of it they actually went to the restaurant Wagnaria.
Did they? I missed that.
They go to a restaurant to go to dinner or get dinner together. The two of the main characters, and at like the restaurant, I'm like, this is Wagnaria from Working. Like, you didn't say it, but it was definitely Wagnaria from Working.
So it was the same backgrounds and stuff you're saying?
like the building design was the same, the uniforms were the same. It's like this is Wagnaria.
Uh,
So,
all right then.
yeah. So, but I'm just loving that show. I mean, it's just nothing. It's another one. Nothing's really going on. Weird kind of slice of lifey stuff. But I just it's awesome. I love it.
It's like
I think it's really funny.
the series I have a bone to pick with is The World God Only Knows, The Goddess Arc.
Oh, I didn't really watch. I haven't been watching that at all. What's been?
Here's the bone I have to pick with it. You know all the characters from the first 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
How they went through all their arcs, and you know everything about them. Well, this
I don't know
third
who
season...
Actually, wait, time out. I'm not caught up on who the goddess is, so don't say it.
No,
It's been revealed.
I'm not going to. They've already revealed a couple of them, but he has to find the other 3, or other 2. 2 or 3 of them. I forget which. But...
I should really read that manga.
But I now have to go back and read the manga, because the 3rd season starts off with a recap, and it actually goes through the basic outlines of other arcs that are not included, that happen between the 2nd and 3rd season, because they just wanted to hurry up and catch up to the Goddess arc.
Wait, have you not read the manga at all?
No. But there are...
Oh, really?
There are 4 arcs in there, basically, that are breezed over, and 2 of those characters are also the main focus on this Goddess arc.
Well, hell yeah, of course.
That means, out of the 5 characters he's going after, I don't know 40% of them.
Yes, that is what that means.
That pisses me off.
I mean, the manga's really good. I got up to like the beginning of the goddess arc in the manga. Actually having started from the beginning, and I enjoyed it. Although then I stopped. But
I'm just
Yeah.
stating that pisses me off. And so let's go talk about Watamote.
Watamote. I think I've seen 3. Is there a 4th episode out yet?
Not yet.
Came out today, but it's not. I don't think it's out.
Okay, then, yeah. I mean, Watamote. Like, what can you really say about Watamote other than how great it is?
I'm actually liking how they're blending certain things together, because, the chapter where she goes out with her friend Yui,
Mm-hmm.
how it was 1 chapter, right at the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
But they actually extended it to be the whole episode's focus, and they took other chapters that were later in the series and threw them in between, where they would make sense.
Exactly. No, I get what you're saying, and I agree that they're doing an awesome job with it. Like all the things that, like, hey, if they did this, it would work out well. They're doing all those things. And actually, I've heard a couple people. One guy I know, and a couple just random things I've seen on the internet. People are actually dropping it because they're saying it's too cringy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, those people can't laugh at themselves.
Oh, exactly. Which is why I love it. I love how cringy it is, because I see so many things that that is weird, nerdy people. Like, they just hit the mark so well.
Yeah, I get it. And so, Nathan, did you have another series you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
Well, I mean, the only ones I'm watching are the 3 we agreed on, and Monogatari Season 3.
No,
So-
no Agaragi-kun.
Nope, he's not in it. There's been 4 episodes.
You should.
Oh, I need to catch that one.
He should pop up. Eventually. Whenever they're
I
done.
think so.
Whenever they're done dealing with this tiger, I would hope he would pop up.
I think
Because
it's pretty funny. If
without-
he just wasn't involved at all.
No, but without him, it's mainly a cast of all female. It is a cast of all females, and it's very fan servicey at the moment.
I mean, you say at the moment, but the entire
There's
series.
a good amount of things.
There's an entire bath scene.
Yeah,
And-
there's no, not a bathroom.
I'm sorry,
A
a shower scene with both girls in it.
I mean, there have been bath scenes before. Like this, like Monogatari is a very fan servicey series.
I get that, but it's way more fan servicey than normally.
Yeah, it is more than normal.
Really? Did you watch Nisa Monogatari?
Yes. And it's still more fan servicey.
I started watching this one show. Oh, are you guys here?
Yeah.
I think you cut out. Oh, who cut out?
Don't worry about it. Maybe
Okay.
Nathan did.
I started watching this one show, Kiniru Mosaic, about some British girl. It's basically about some British girl moving to Japan.
Nathan's gone.
And we all good here? What's going on? I think Nate's pretty much cutting in and out.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Alright, well, I started watching the show Kiniru Mosaic, and I've seen 2 episodes in, and it's pretty much just a slice of lifey moe blob show. Nothing particularly special, I don't think. Although it is pretty heavy on the moe.
Ow!
Wow, Nate needs to calm down. He is really screwing this up.
God, Nathan. Tell him he's messing everything up.
I mean, what else? Nate or Jay, do you have anything else to say about shows?
Let's see here. When it comes to Blood Lad, I think it's getting better. I can't find. I just, for some reason, every time it came out under my radar, and I never saw it come out. But I've missed episodes 2 and 3 of Ilya.
Oh yeah, I've only seen 1 as well, and I mean that's because I'm behind, but yeah, I need to get those.
They're coming out under the radar.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Tell Nathan to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're making really. I mean, I'm pretty excited to watch it. I mean, so I'm fine with letting it go a few episodes because then I can just marathon 2 or 3 episodes at once. Because, I mean, I'm a Type Moon fan, and Fate Ilya Prismavar is basically Fate Ilya Prismavar is fan service, not in like the classic fan service, but just basically like the entire fandom of Type Moon loves Ilya, and here's a show all about Ilya. It's fan service in that way.
Robot sounds are brought to you courtesy of Nathan Mitchell.
Nathan Mitchell, the robot of our group. He's going full robot right now. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say. You got anything else?
I'm pretty much done with the weekly watch myself. So,
Alright.
What are we watching next week, Truman?
Crap. Okay, well, it's between Hidamari Sketch Season 2 and Pony Dash. And I'm not sure which one I want to do. Actually, wait, didn't you say Birdie Decode was a really good show?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nate's back. Alright, we're deciding on what show to do next week. Jay, didn't you say Birdie Decode was supposed to be really good?
I heard it was really good.
Did you hear what kind of show it is?
Action-y?
Action-y.
It's like Space Police.
It's Space Police.
Space Police gender-bending stuff.
Gender-bending Space Police.
It's perfect.
I'm interested. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I think I kind of want to see that now. Shit. Why not? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Birdie Decode.
All right, Birdie Decoded. So then, I guess that's it for the weekly watch this week. Tune in next week when we are watching Birdie Decoded.
And then the weekly watch, we go over more shows, hopefully all caught up.
You better be caught up.
I will be caught up, don't worry.
Alright. Well then I guess I'm signing off.
Yeah, and hopefully we do this in a week instead of a month later.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Whoever's listening.